Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at Taranki Ramataraka. Thank you for selecting this video involving a consciousness expansion exercise to aid you in your personal evolvement, your self-mastery, and hopefully your movement toward the establishment of true selfhood. But before getting started, if by the end of this video you like it, give it a thumb up, please. Also, if you haven't done so already, take this time now to subscribe to this channel, activate the notification feature by clicking on that bell thing, share the joy of the channel with others. Now let's go. Those things having been humbly requested, consciousness expansion exercise. In my previous upload, immediately previous upload, which was part 2 of how to approach the question of fitting in, I gave this exercise. But it's buried in that video now with a different kind of a name. So I'm going to tell you that exercise here separately. You'll find a good use for it in that video. One good application of it. All right. So anyway, here it is. Consciousness expansion. What do we mean by that in the first place? Well, you're going to find a lot of meanings about that one if you look around. So I just want to keep it pretty simple here. Keep it pretty much tailored toward our purposes. And let's just take a basic get on the same page here, a basic understanding of consciousness. What is that? It's awareness, okay? Let's just keep it at that. Consciousness is awareness. Okay. Expansion. All right. Consciousness expansion. Awareness expansion. Is this just right off the cuff here, right out of the gate? Does that sound like some esoteric thing? Something that you have to become a guru to know how to do? Does it sound like something you need a weekend seminar for? Come on, guys. An expansion of your awareness. I mean, it's becoming aware of something larger. Okay? Expand your sphere of awareness. How's that? That's consciousness expansion. The basic thing, stripped down, no frills. The skeletal, the essence of the thing. There it is. That's it. All right. So, I'm going to tell you a way to do that. And it has to do with you, where you're at, where you are, what you can perceive, where you fit, where you're at, your existence. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. Here it is in a nutshell. In a very, very small nutshell. And then we'll unpack it a little bit, all right? But here it is. You sit up straight, you close your eyes, you envision and comprehend, you become aware of, all right? Aware, become conscious of the immediate space around you. It might be just confined to you at first. You're with your eyes closed, all right? You're sitting in a chair, let's say. Your feet are flat on the floor. You've relaxed a bit, all right? Just your body in the chair. But I want you to envision that and comprehend that, bring into your conscious awareness your entire body, your back, the front, the back of the chair, underneath the seat of the chair, the whole thing, all the way around, all right? In all directions, just tight little sphere here. Comprehend it all at once. Kind of like maybe picture it all at once. Be able to hold that entirety in your mind all at once. That's all. You should be able to do that. If you can't, then just feel what you can about it. Experience it, all right? Experience it, all right? Feel it, in other words. Feel what it feels like to feel that. If that makes a little bit of a change in your energy, just to feel that. to be aware of this, to be aware of being aware of it. Whatever, all right? Experience it, okay? And then do it again the next day. This is something to do every day for the rest of your life, by the way. It's a cool thing, really. You'll come to really like it, I'm pretty sure. All right? But be earnest about it. Look, this is a standalone exercise taken out of context of a full-blown personal involvement and self-mastery regime of mine. All right? So it's out of context. There are other things that you could have been doing for a whole year that would make this work so much better by now, but this is, you're going to get out of this what you put into it right now. That's the bare fact about that. So your earnestness will determine the quantity, the extent of your results. It's your motives that are going to determine the quality of the results. All right, so the next day, let's say you were able to do that, okay. The next day, get to that same point and then expand your sphere of awareness a little bit. Maybe the space around the chair, just that part of the room or wherever you're at doing this, outdoors, whatever, just, the immediate space around that, in the front of you, behind you, to the sides, above you, okay, the whole sphere, all at once, all at the same time. Hold that. If you're unable to do it, then just go back a little bit to where you could and experience that some more. And then again, maybe try to expand it a little bit. The point is, every day, if possible, to maybe expand a little further. If it's not every day, but it's every month, a little bit of progress gets made, that's fine. There's no race. There's no race. But go as far as you can and mentally attend to this, okay? Focus your mind on it. So if you had to do some mental focusing things, some breathing, relaxation exercise, anything like this first, in order to be able to do that better, then good, do that. But go at it with a mood of ease and calmness and confidence about it. Just do this easily. Okay. You should be able, I want you to be able to expand your conscious awareness in this manner. I'm not just talking about one direction at a time. I mean the whole sphere. All right? See if you can get further and further out with this. More inclusive. All right? Eventually to the whole town that you're in. Or the whole desert that you're in. The whole city that you're in. How about the whole country that you're in? You can go to the entire planet. You can move on to the entire solar system. There is no limit. But the rules stay the same, no matter how far you go, no matter how far out this goes. It must be a sphere of experience. You might say, well, am I at the center of it all? It's kind of a relative statement. I mean, are you expanding out into that? Or are you bringing in all of that into your sphere of experience? Half a dozen of the one and then, 6 of the other kind of thing. However you want to explain it to yourself. What you're doing is you're expanding your conscious awareness. You're expanding your awareness of where you're at, all right? Where you fit, where you belong. That's one result. This helps you to become more identified or to be able to more identify the one life underlying all. Your limitlessness. The fact that you, with your little share of you being a locus of conscious experience. You're being a locus of experience and expression and creativity of the universes. An individualized little segment a focal point of that going on, of the universal thing. There's a focal point in it of doing what it does. Well, you're expanding that, okay? You're experiencing that you are not limited to some tiny little speck. You do have direct connection with the whole. This will help you comprehend that, and it will help you feel that. And if it's something like a sense of belonging that you would like to increase in your life, well, there you go. Now, also, while expanding in this way, guys, remember, there's some part of you deep inside there, the very thing that's always just there, that's you, doesn't change the whole time. It's still the same. It doesn't change. That's the true self. That's the true self. You may experience it. It really has no limit. Really. At the point where it's the same as everybody, everything else, that, you know, right down at the core of being, it's the same stuff everywhere. I is I, wherever it shows up, just like the power of will is the same wherever it shows up, like a power grid. It's the same stuff. Kind of like maybe the common cold. It's always the same cold. That's why it's common. It just passes around. You got the same one again from last year. You know, it's the same with I-ness, I amness. Right down to this core level, it expands all the way. How aware of it are you? This is what you're working on here. Expanding your consciousness. There's a way to go about it. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumb up. Subscribe to the channel and enjoy it. Share the joy of the channel with others. And, well, I'm Turk Strongman at Ramki Ramacharaka. Be well.